Hello guys, Dama here. We're here for the next part of the Steaming Pile of Ship tournament. Over here, we have a ship from Yar the Bug, which is start up the game just for a brief moment here so we can get a good look at it. Did some amazing work here with the mimics. Very fine looking ship. Went for what looks like a Cold War era look. I think he did a very good job with that. This is the sputter plane that he chose to use. Very fine looking vessel. And over here we have an entry from Fallen Joeshy. He did some really interesting things here with the turrets. Put like some steam parts on them. I guess he was trying to go for the steampunk look that I was trying to encourage with the theme of the tournament. I believe Yar's ship is going with like HE, and this ship right here in particular is using like pure AP rounds. I had to make a last moment adjustment to this just for the sake of disclosure. This ship was using, what's it called? The super cavitation rounds. So yeah, I had to fix that. I just changed it up for a solid warhead body, but it's now compliant with the standards of the tournament. So yeah, that's the only thing I changed on it. Anyway. So let the battle commence. So we're already trading salvos. I think Yar went for either, I can't remember if it's timed or inertially fused HE, but yeah, it's just tearing holes in this thing left and right. Now let's pause it for a moment and see if Yar's ship has taken much damage. Just a few hits here and there. A little bit of block damage. I'm surprised it's coming in so close here. I think it would be able to do more if it got in an actual broadside here. Looks like Fallen Joeshy's trying to nail that aircraft over there with some of its main guns. Now, Smolensk is just beating the ever-living crap out of this. Oh, there goes the rear tower on the Fallen Joeshy. It is just taking a pounding here, though. Fallen Joeshy's already down to 83 some odd percent there, and Smolensk's just hanging in there at about 94%, just a little over 94%. Yeah, the block confetti coming off of this thing is just insane. I think Yar's design went with like 1 meter autoloaders to try to get this kind of fire rate. I'd say it's working. Oh, wow, just a big thing of wood back here in the back. just chewed right through it. It looks like the weapons are still active on the fallen Joeshy, but just barely. Smolix is just hammering the ever-living crap out of it. Yeah, it looks like a lot of these guns here are getting disabled. Holy crap. It looked like Joeshy was trying to go for a similar block spam here that Iron Mark III was trying to achieve. But he did it probably with trying to go for more thicker armor than actually like having spaced armor, which the 4Cs, that thing was just that thing could just eat damage all freaking day. It'd be interesting to see how it would go up against this thing, because it just fires so rapidly, and since these shells are explosive, it would probably be a bit more effective than just the armor piercing ones that are originally used against it when it was fighting the Nalaru. Smallness is over here just happily plinking away at it. I think, nope, we're still shooting at it. For a moment there I thought it might have gone 80 below and sinking, but not yet. Using that wood armor has definitely been helping it stay afloat, so that was a good idea right there. We're just still pounding the ever-living crap out of the back of it. He put a lot of armor into these barbettes, holy crap. Fallen Joeshy down to 60%, now 59. Yeah, it's probably going to hit 2 damage here before too long. I don't even know if this one's even working anymore. No, it doesn't look like it. Well, it's almost at 55 and sinking. And there we go, 2 damaged. That's a second outright kill of the tournament right there, folks. Now, don't get me wrong though, Joeshy had some pretty good ideas to try to keep this thing afloat, like spamming the wood armor on the inside of this. I think that really helped keep it going. Alright. Well, looks like we have a winner. So, let's go ahead and get this set up again. For round 2. And go. It seems like people keep trying to go with some kind of a spam or another with their designs. Iron Mark III, he went with basically woodbox spam and tons and tons and tons of unguided rockets. Yar over here, he went with single meter autoloader span. Got an insane rate of fire out of this thing. Looks like Fallen Joeshy got a pretty good hit off of it. Just lost its tower there. That's probably the most damage that I've seen the small ones receive so far. For a moment there, they were about neck and neck as far as damage goes. The bridge on the small ones just got the ever-living crap beat out of it. But the looks like the second gun got knocked out. Joeshy actually got some pretty good hits on it at the start of this one. Managed to knock out a turret and the bridge. That's pretty impressive. I think one of the turrets just got knocked out. That one's definitely done. I don't know about that one. It might still have one gun that's still useful. That one's definitely knocked out. That one's got one of the guns knocked out. And Smallness looks like it's trying to get some repairs done. The second turret is still not operational. But at this point might not even need it. Oh, now we just got the rear two turrets firing on the Joeshy. Spotter plane is barely taking any damage at all. Managed he did some kind of ACB fuckery to make it go up and down like that. Probably a good way to try to avoid anti-aircraft fire. So I think I've only seen like maybe a handful of actually anti-air weapons on every ship that I've seen so far. Looks like Joeshy's starting to list a little bit. And she's starting to roll just a little bit to the right, I believe. Yeah, that's her right side. It's just the way it's designed, you have a hard time telling the front from the back on this thing. Oh, it's just hollowing out the bow of the ship here. I don't think the guns are going to be very effective as long as the ship's listing like this, because he's got the 2-meter AA mantlets going on, and they do not have very good depression at all, especially not good enough to probably hit the small lens over there. Go have a look at the small lens. Looks like I might have gotten that gun operational. Nope. Not yet. These almost look like they could potentially make some pretty mean anti-aircraft guns. I guess they're supposed to be some kind of dual-purpose weapon. Look like they might be about, what, 200mm? I'm not entirely sure. No, I think they're like 190. I think that's a limitation I put on using multiple barreled cannons. Joeshy's still getting hammered on. It got a pretty good broadside off on it to start with, but it just could not hold on to that advantage for very long. One thing's for sure, if I ever decide to do another tournament like this, I'm gonna have to think a little bit more hard on the rules. A lot of the rules were actually, though, they were co-authored by several other members of the Discord that were trying to help me get it set up, so big thanks to those guys. They're very helpful with that. I'm guessing that's the AI box there, okay. Oh, poor Joeshy. At least it seemed to have that list fixed, but doesn't seem like any of his weapons are operational. And just hammering these turrets over and over and over. Smolix has a dent to 68%, and Smolix itself is hovering at about 93, give or take, almost 94. Still just utterly beating the crap out of the Joeshy here. Looks like Smolens has repaired most of the damage that was done to it. Joeshy down to 64.5%. Smolens is still repairing itself. It is burning through materials pretty fast to make those repairs. Joeshy's barely touched any of his spare material on board his ship. Still got about a minute 30 seconds to go. Smallest might get a second kill here. Also seemed like the Joeshy was having some trouble trying to maneuver there earlier. It probably isn't helping matters. Might have avoided some of this damage if it was able to keep moving. Yeah, it's going to be close to see if he actually gets his kill off or not. Yeah, I think yours is going to do it. 2 damage. That is his second kill of the tournament. Alright, guys. Well, I think we have a winner for this episode. Congratulations to Yar. Miss Mullins has done some amazing work here. Joeshy, you'll be dropped down into the loser bracket, and hopefully you'll be able to fight your way back up from there. So, with all that said, I'd like to thank you all for watching. This has been Dama.82 with part 2 of the Steaming Pilot Ship Tournament. Y'all have yourselves a hell of a day, and keep your hammer high. Later.